Fellow Africans, elections in Africa are held every 5 years. But every 5 years, there is also a cycle of violence. A cycle of violence which accompanies before, during, and after elections. The pitfalls of our elections in Africa originate from the handling of the entire exercise of elections. Most of you across the continent of Africa have seen how elections have been so emotive to the degree that it is one of the things that brings each country to a standstill whenever election dates are announced. Across the continent, therefore, several conflicts have come as a result of elections, during elections, and after elections. The campaigns have never been peaceful in some parts of Africa. In some parts of Africa, the electoral bodies have become part and parcel of the executive. Therefore, it makes a pitfall of our elections. One of the reasons is that the electoral commissions become a party to the voting instead of a party to being referees, independent, impartial, transparent. But then ourselves, we have to blame ourselves as Africans. We elect people to such positions without scrutiny of their characters. But we also elect MPs, presidents, without scrutiny of their past background. We go to the ballot. If you have been told even the person who has taken the nomination won it is a thief, you go and elect him. And then you say you love your faith. Africa has turned into a laughing stock itself for electing even people who have cases, active cases, who have no personal integrity. You find them on the ballot and they are going to be elected. As you go through these elections across the continent of Africa, and especially in Kenya, where we have in the next 29 days or so, we shall have an election conducted in this country, in the country called Kenya. But we have candidates that have very serious gaps of personal integrity, who have not actually said, because of our personal integrity, I'm not going to stand. We are brought to people. You have an active case. The active case, a case is a case. It doesn't matter which one it is, but a case is a case. As long as it is active, in normal democracies, you step aside and wait for the outcome, then return to do your work. It's there in Africa where there are no pitfalls in elections. Show me one country that has no pitfalls of elections. That one country is South Africa. It's a model of peaceful transition, peaceful registration of voters, peaceful campaigns, exchange of verbal words. That does not divide the nation. But in most of the African countries, opposition leaders are bumped off, some are detained, some are allowed to talk, but not to talk in certain places. Words of hatred exchange. These are some of the hallmarks of pitfalls of insanity, of elections in Africa. I therefore submit that Africa, from the editor's memo, editor's point, Africa is a place where we shall take time, where democracy evolves. But as it evolves, let it also be learned that evolving democracy does not mean suppression of other ingredients of the previous African nature. We used to elect our chiefs peacefully. Isn't it time, therefore, to think about whether Africa can have elections, yes or no? Thank you. I submit.